Just imagine that every hour of every day, more than 700 children die. The causes of death vary. The vast majority can be traced down to one single cause: poverty. Poverty is a complex issue that affects millions of people around the world. According to the World Bank, 719 million people, about 9.2% of the global population, live in extreme poverty, which means they subsist on less than $2.15 per day, unable to afford basic food, clothing, healthcare, and shelter. Children and youth account for 2/3 of the world's poor, and women represent the majority in most regions. It is caused by a variety of factors, including lack of access to education, healthcare, and basic resources such as food and clean water. Absolute poverty rates have fallen faster in the past 30 years than in any other time on record. The impressive fall is the result of changes in just two countries, China and India. In the 1980s, the majority of people in both of these countries were living in extreme poverty, 88% and 54% respectively. But now the share of the poorest people have fallen to 3% in India, and China has succeeded in eradicating absolute poverty. Increased productivity in farms and mass migration from rural areas to booming cities enabled many Chinese and Indian people to better their lives. Today, more than half of the world's poorest people live in Sub-Saharan Africa. The percentage of the African population living in extreme poverty fell from 54% in 1990 to 41% in 2013. The total number of poor people boomed from 276 million to almost 460 million by 2023, and predicted to reach 2 billion by 2050. Unlike Asia, a transformation of this region is unlikely to happen soon. A lack of infrastructure, public transport, and essential services in many African cities prevents poor people from finding jobs and getting an education. The consequences of poverty are extremely terrible. Those living in poverty often have limited access to healthcare, education, and job opportunities. Children leave school because their families force them to work. 1 of 4 children who enter primary school leave before reaching the last grade. They are also more likely to experience hunger, malnutrition, and other health problems. More than 11 million children die per year, and malnutrition plays a role in more than half. Approximately 807 million people throughout the world are considered as undernourished, and more than 100 million of children are under the age 5 who are ill for up to 160 days a year. The issue is not whether we have the ability to solve the problem technically. The issue is whether we even care. We need imagination to think that it might be possible. Without it, we'll never be able to make the solution a reality. As Bono, a leader in the movement against the global poverty, says, we can't get it done until we really accept that we can't get it done. Remember that even small actions can have a big impact. Eradicating global poverty is not just a dream, but a goal within our reach. Let's join hands in the fight against this poverty. We need a change of heart, a change of mind, a change of attitude. Change is possible, and each of us can play a part.